How's it going, guys? I'm here in southern Hainan Island, which is kind of like the Florida or Hawaii of China. And as you can see in the background, some of the footage here, it's pretty insanely busy. But I'm here anyway for a bike trip next week, so I figured I'd hang out in Sanya and a couple of the other popular places around here. Right now I'm in Houhai, which is one of the more popular kind of party destinations in the last 2 or 3 years. So I'll give you guys some info of this area and some things I could recommend. It's not as cool as something like, you know, most of the countries in Southeast Asia, but if you're in China and stuck here because of all the COVID stuff, it's the closest thing that you can get to that's, you know, still warm in the winter. Everywhere else is just freezing now. And so it's not too bad. There's some, you know, decent parties and bars and some food and different stuff here, so it's not too bad. So if you're coming down to Hainan, most people usually fly. If you're gonna drive like I did, it's only worth it if you're from like South China, because from Chengdu it took like 3-4 days. So if you're gonna take that ferry, it's about $75, $85 or something like that. So most people could fly down here from other places in China for like $100 or $200. It's not too bad. So if you're gonna fly in, most people are gonna come to Sanya. The other big city is up in the north, Haikou. I don't think there's really too much amazing stuff up there. When we passed through, it was freezing, to be honest. I'm sure at different points of the year, it's pretty nice weather, but most of the beaches and nicest spots are down in the south or southeast, as far as I know. I took my motorcycle around the island last year, and we didn't do all of the entire island, but we did quite a bit, and the west coast looked pretty mediocre. So it seemed like most of the best spots are down near Sanya or southeast. So Sanya is a pretty decent sized city, nothing huge by like Chinese standards. So if you fly in there, you've got a lot of resorts and hotels and things, but of course it's gonna be a little bit more crowded. So Sanya's got some decent nightlife and stuff and quite a lot of good restaurants. You can still have a good time there, even if you're not gonna come out to some of these other beaches. It's not too bad to check that out for 2 or 3 days. So most of the other people go over to Yalong Bay, which is where I'm at now. And that's got a lot of the most expensive resorts. And the beaches here aren't too bad. Of course, now it's vacation, so it's pretty busy. But I'd say most times of the year, this isn't too bad. If you want something a little bit more upscale, you can come down to Yalong Bay here. This is where most people are doing some activities like jet skiing and stuff like that. If they're going surfing, they'll just go up to Houhai or some of the other beaches up north. The next place above here is Houhai, and that's not too bad, but it's a little crowded. You really only got like 3 or 4 main streets that are only, you know, a few hundred meters long that everyone hangs out on. And a couple of the areas are pretty crowded, and especially during Chinese New Year, it's going to be pretty noisy. So there could be a couple good hotels that might not be too noisy, but if you really want something quiet or chill, I wouldn't go there more than 1 or 2 nights. But if you like the party and nightlife, that seems to be where quite a lot of the parties are. And then further up, you've got Sun Moon Bay, which is pretty nice. And that's good. The only problem is there's only a few hotels there. So you want to get those in advance because there's, you know, it's limited supply and it's pretty expensive. But that area is like pretty remote. And if you really want a good getaway, I'd head around there. Or a little further up, there's a few other nice spots near Wanning. And that's pretty quiet too. So that's pretty much the most chill spots. As far as the other parts of the island, I'll make another video. I'm gonna head up to the mountain areas. We'll go hiking and stuff. There's a lot of nice places in the mountains too. So if you want to get away from the beach, there's quite a few nice resorts and stuff like that. So how do you guys like Houhai so far? Pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are so many people.
Yeah, it's really busy. All right, Camille, you've been here for over a year. How do you like it so far?
Still love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, how do you like it compared to Chengdu?
Food, the cost of living is much higher than Chengdu.
Okay. So, of course, the food's better in Chengdu.
But
It was cheaper here before, but now it's more expensive, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So if people come here to surf, how much is it to just do surfing for the day?
If you would like to rent a surf, so it's
Surfboard?
Yeah, it's 150 per day.
Okay, so 150 a day.
Yes, 150 per day. But also, if you would like to make a coach, it's the range is so wide. So we found one guy for 300 per 2 hours. But also some people they charge you maybe about even 800. So
Okay.
it's so random.
So it's more if it's a lesson and it depends. And all the hotels during this year are like 400 or 500 a night during Chinese New Year.
I think even more expensive because our hotel price is about 1,000 RMB.
Okay, right. So it's really
But it's first coastline.
right. Nice. So yeah, so there's a lot of cool bars here, and so we're at the upstairs bar with these sexy ladies from Ireland and Russia. Nice. What do you guys think of Houhai experience here so far?
Hainan, very good nightlife.
Yeah.
Not much to do during the day unless you drink or surf, but
Yeah.
nightlife is good parties.
Some good restaurants. We had good Brazilian
Brazilian
barbecue.
barbecue, yeah.
You know, you definitely pay for it. It's not cheap, but it's definitely really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's tons of like new like bars and breweries around here, and like it seems pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's crowded and it's expensive for Chinese New Year, so it's not like what you want to do all the time, right?
Yeah.
Would you come back here again? You think?
I think yes.
I think
Chinese New Year,
it's the
or-
best.
Not
It's
during
the best
Chinese
place in Hainan, I think.
I think
Yeah.
It's better than Sanya. It's better.
Right.
Weather was better.
But I like this weather. I'm from Russia.
Yeah, it's something better than Russia.
For me, yeah.
So basically, to give a summary, you know, Sanya is the main city. It's not too bad. It's at least the cheapest place you could probably stay because there's the most hotels, right? If you're going to go down to Houhai and some other areas like Yalong Bay and whatnot, they're either resorts or limited hotels. So during Chinese New Year, those are going to be $100 or $200 at least. I managed to find a place in Sanya for like 20, 30 bucks. So at least Sanya's got cheap rooms for Chinese New Year. But if you're going to come out here other times of the year, you could get cheaper stuff wherever you go. So it shouldn't be an issue. You just got to book it in advance, especially if it's a place like Sun Moon Bay or some of the smaller resort areas that hardly have any hotels. If you get up to these places from the airport, you know, it's not that far. It's not like you have to sit in a bus for a few hours. They have trains leaving right from the airport, headed up those ways in like a half hour or something on a fast train. So at least you don't have to travel super far for that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'll wrap the video up here, and my next video I'll tell you more about the mountains of Hainan, because the bike trip I'm doing this week, we're only going to be on the coast for about a day, and then we're going to head up to like some of the highest mountains and then back down towards Sanya. So I'll post that in maybe a week or so. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.